Thanks for sticking with us here on 13 On Your Sidelines. Week 9 featured several West Michigan Conference crossover games, including a battle between some longtime rivals. 6-2 North Muskegon traveled to the other side of US 31 to take on a 5-3 Oakridge team. Jack Shulger's Field would host the 61st meeting between these two Muskegon County foes. The Norsemen with the ball going for it on 4th down from the 1. Cullen Bardos met by a flock of Eagles who stuff North Muskegon and end their drive empty-handed. Oakridge driving on their first possession, handing off here to Jordan Guerrero-McGrady. How many times have we called his name this season? Makes a move though, ball stripped. The Norseman defense fall on it to get a stop of their own. Defense all over the place. Halfway through the second quarter, the Eagles knocking on the door. They hand it off to Guerrero-McGrady, gets his redemption, punches it in to open the scoring. The Norsemen now looking for an answer ball. North Muskegon at the 5. Bryce Colbert running the option, pitches the ball, but the pitch bobbled. The Eagles come up with another goal line stand to keep their lead. The Eagles in a 2-minute drill. Logan Hudson, he's going to drop back and find Jaden Daly wide open in the middle of the field. That would set up another score before the half. Oakridge would lead 14-0 at the break and take this one 41-27. Shelby came into tonight with 5 wins. It's already the Tigers' best season since 2013. But despite that, they did still need to win tonight to guarantee a playoff berth. And they'd have to do so on the road. They took on an Orchard View team looking to spoil the party. We take you to the third. Cardinals up 7-6, but Shelby with the ball. Jalen Henderson takes the snap. Nothing to his right, reverses field. Wide open lane. That's a 64-yard house call to take the lead. On the next play for Orchard View, they would get something going. Peyton Babbitt, he's going to hit Damari Wright on the screen. Wright's going to break 2 tackles. He's off to the races down the sideline. He's in for the score. They retake the lead 13-12. The Tigers on their next drive going to make it happen again. Brody Vessenden, he's going to push off a man, and he's going to outrun the Cardinals defense. Big plays left and right in this one. 47-yard score. Shelby back in the lead. Tigers with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Henderson here, he's going to take a shot for Trevor Weiss. Puts it in the bucket for the score. That would grow their lead to 21. Orchard View started a big run in the fourth. They come back to win this game, defending home turf 35-34. What a comeback in that one. Ravenna likely punched its ticket to the playoffs with a win last week against Oakridge. Montague also likely has done everything it needs to do to get in the postseason as well. So tonight's conference crossover game between the Bulldogs and Wildcats was about nothing but those bragging rights. 17-7 Bulldogs at the half, but Eli Peterson gets the Cats closer, breaks several tackles before falling into the end zone 17-14. Peterson would go to the air on the next drive as Fletcher Toman shows great concentration, pulling in the tipped pass for a big gain. That drive would end in the fourth. Peterson, he's going to sneak it in. Montague takes a 21-17 lead. The Cat D would step up big on the next possession. Kyan Peters steps in front of the pass, returns it deep into Ravenna territory. Montague would then extend the lead on a pitch to Cooper Bradley. 1-yard score and a 28-15 lead. Ravenna would get back into the game late. Dylan May to Brody Anderson. That would cut the lead to 3 here, but Montague would recover the ensuing onside kick. They hang on. Thriller 28-25.
Let's look at some other areas' scores real quick. Hudsonville wins a close one against Granville, 28-25. Second straight season, the Eagles are OK Red champs. Caledonia finished the season on a strong note. They beat Jenison 14-7. Zeeland East traveled south of Allegan County line and won a tight one against Hamilton, 28-21. Kelloggsville appears to have qualified for the playoffs for the first time since 2017. They beat Holland 40-34. Hastings wrapped up its regular season with a 48-34 win against Wayland. And Forest Hills Eastern and Reese Puffer both going to miss the playoffs, but it was the Hawks ending the season on a good note, 37-22 in that one. Jacob?